everyone. Welcome. If you haven't yet, you should take one of these so you can hear me better. So make sure you have one of these on your seat and you can hear everyone talk. I'll just wait a minute until everyone has one. Wonderful. Great. I have some thumbs up, so I think you can hear me. Good morning. How's everyone doing? I see some coffees. I see some smiles. Good. Thumbs up. Welcome to Change Now. Is this your first session or second? No? Second. Great. For some, it's the first. Fantastic. Well, my name is Ines Yavad, and I'll be your moderator today. I'm really excited to have you as we talk about going beyond borders, advancing rights and opportunities for migrants and refugees. Together, we will explore the realities of migration and displacement, highlighting the importance of preserving identity and heritage. Borders may divide, but they also enable cultural exchange and growth. I personally have had the opportunity to benefit from that migration. I grew up in Peru, that's where I'm from a multicultural family. And I've been able to work around the world to see countries that are different than my own, while discovering a little about myself. But I've also seen how migration can sometimes not be a choice. In my own family, my great-grandmother had to leave her town because of religious differences, and she wasn't being sold any food or given any health care. This meant forced migration for her. My uncle was forced to flee the country after having to choose between staying and dying or leaving and living. In Lebanon, I've worked with refugees that, when they arrived from other countries, had to only work in the trash recycling or collecting. They were not allowed to work in anything else. So this issue is deeply personal to me. But I also want to know about you. Can you raise your hand if you are a migrant or a refugee? Okay, I see. Keep your hands raised. Now, raise your hand if you know someone who is a migrant or a refugee. More hands raised. Okay. And now, if you're not from any of the categories before, raise your hand if you're interested to know more about migrants and refugees. Great. So we have a mix of people in the room, which is fantastic. I love that I can hear from you, so please keep interacting when I ask any questions. Today, our speakers will uncover how migrants and refugees navigate safety, integration, and the challenge of staying true to their roots. Amid rising political barriers and challenges to humanitarian efforts, this event amplifies the voices of those affected and the changemakers that are supporting them. We'll have artists, advocates, and entrepreneurs that will share how they are transforming migration and displacement into stories of resilience, empowerment, and cultural richness. To kick us off, we'll have Zarah Bruhn, founder and CEO of Social Bee. Zarah empowers refugees and migrants through technical, intercultural training, fostering inclusive employment opportunities. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to make it today, so she has sent us a video that we will cue now.
Hello, changemakers. I'm so sorry that I can't be here today with you. I would have loved to come, however, due to health reasons, I couldn't travel. Yet, I want to leave you some words and some thoughts at this wonderful conference where I've always wanted to speak. It's an honor to say a few words here at the Change Now, because it's a conference that truly lives up to its name. Because change is now. And for millions of refugees and migrants around the world, change can't wait. My name is Zarah, I'm a social entrepreneur, and for the last 10 years, my team and I have relentlessly worked to integrate thousands of refugees in the labor market. Because the refugees and migrants that are arriving in Europe, they are full of skills, experience and drive, yet they're stuck by language, by bureaucracy. They can't get to work, they face racism, prejudices, and they have a really tough time to integrate, to build a new life. So we at Social Bee, my NGO, we're on a mission to make integration easy, but for the companies. Because that's the clue. They struggle to find talents with a bureaucracy, and if they found someone integrated, employed them, the real work begins in the first year of employment. So that's what we're taking over. We find talents, no search, no bureaucracy. We support, we employ the refugees, place them at the partner companies, they pay us a fee, and we support 1 year after employment. With qualification programs, with empowerment programs, with daily support, questions, how to get their families back, mental support, everything that, the whole glue that makes that employment relationship work. But the mission behind that is that we reduce the efforts for the companies, so suddenly they don't perceive hiring refugees and migrants as a burden, but they see the benefit. Because when social business meet these talents full of skills, something powerful happens. Companies, they don't face labor shortage. Talents gain hope, and society gains everything. Let me tell you about Amina. She fled war, she crossed seas, and landed in a place where she was only seen as a refugee. But she's a mother, she's an engineer, she's a fighter, and through our programs, she found a job and a future. And now she leads a team of 10 and mentors other refugees like her. But she's one of thousands. But here's the truth. She almost didn't make it. Because our systems, they are not built to catch people like Amina, to catch women at all. Refugee women are the most untapped economic force in our society. Thousands of qualified, educated, motivated women that we meet every day. Our talent pool is full of them. They are working below their potential. They write 200, 300 applications, only get turned down. Nobody gives them a chance. And then the hope is slowly reducing. And they tell us, my only perspective is to be a cleanser or have nothing at all. Maybe, hopefully, my children will have a better time. But how much potential are we wasting as a society? It's not just a waste of talents, it's a failure of imagination as a society. So, that's what we are changing. We want to place and integrate all these talents and have a great social impact and economic impact, because that's also saving the state millions of euros. But on the other hand side, our work is also trying to make a difference when it comes to public narratives. Because we are living in a time where migration has become the question of democracy itself. In Germany, we see the AfD rising, populism everywhere. In Europe, in the US, across the globe, the far right is gaining ground, and that's scary. Because what's their answer? Fear, division, closed borders. But we, every one of you, of social entrepreneurs, maybe you work in the field of migration, maybe you and we all have other answers. We have seen what works. We have built the blueprints. 1,000 ref integrations is not enough. We need 10,000, we need 100,000, and we can make it up to millions if we unite. Because small scale won't save us anymore. We cannot afford to have double infrastructures. Basically, to recruit the same talents in every NGO, talk to the same companies. You know, the resources are getting tight. And if we have parallel infrastructures, we all stay small. We all stay fragmented, and nobody is a relevant part or piece of the solutions. It's time for us as social entrepreneurs, as innovators, believers to finally unite, to build an international alliance for integration. The same way governments build systems for deportation and registration, we must build systems for opportunity, for mobility and inclusion. Because imagine, if we can build a system to track every arrival, why can we not build a system to track every success? What if we pool our resources, our voices across Europe and beyond? Let's dream big again. Let's build moonshots, not micro projects. Let's become louder and more relevant than hate. Because relevance is key, scale is key. When public funding shrinks, small initiatives shrink first. The big, bold collaborations, they survive. They shape policies, they move markets, they dominate narratives. So here's my call. Let us, the social entrepreneurs of Europe and beyond, join forces. Let's combine our budgets, our platforms, our teams. Let's act like a one big infrastructure, alliance growth startup. Let's build something that lasts across borders, across systems. Because you know the truth. We have the solutions. We just need to make them big. So we have the chance to turn flight into freedom, displacement into dignity, and borders into bridges. Let's make something out of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, you may clap.